Okay, so we have this particular LEQ prompt. This is coming from the 2019 administration, and it reads, develop an argument that evaluates the extent to which technological innovations lead to increased economic growth in the period 600 CE to 1450 CE. And what do you know? We just talked about these particular years in our Unit 1, the Global Tapestry. So first of all, we have the LEQ, and it is going to cover several different skills. You can choose which skill you would like to use to answer this particular prompt. All right, so we have our comparison skill. We have our causation skill, and we have our change and continuity over time skill. All right, so compare and contrast is going to be the first one. Causation is going to be the second one. What were the causes of a certain event or phenomenon? And then our CCOT, or change in continuity over time. So those are the three types of skills that we're going to have a choice to use from. And so let's look at the keywords here that are within this prompt so that we can best answer this particular LEQ prompt. All right, so it's always going to start with develop an argument that, because you want to answer in a way that's going to establish an argument and then form some kind of a line of reasoning so we can make that successful LEQ essay. So in this case, we're evaluating the extent to which technological innovations, that could be so many different things, are going to lead to an increase in economic growth in this particular time period. All right, it's not bound to a certain geographic region. It's just going to be anywhere in the world at this time period, 600 to 1450 in particular. All right, so in this particular case, because it's leading to economic growth, I'm going to go ahead and go with our CCOT, or change in continuity over time skill. All right, so if we go to the skill, we can go ahead and create a little timeline here. All right, so we'll check out the first time period, and the end of our time period, so 600 CE to 1450. All right, so what kinds of things are we going to be looking at here from 600 to 1450? Anything that is going to talk about a technological innovation that's going to eventually lead to an economic growth. So there are lots of technological innovations going in from China. There's a lot of things happening there in particular, and it's going to lead to economic growth. Things like the compass. We have flying money, especially happening in the Song Dynasty, where merchants are going to use traveler's checks, kind of an innovation. So they're bringing letters instead of carrying coins and cash on them. As they move along the Silk Road, they're going to use those letters and make a lot of merchant exchanges instead of using cash. So those are some of the things that we see in China as far as technological innovations. There's a whole lot of other things that we can look at within China. We can look at the junks within China, and those are going to help medieval explorers all over the world, first watertight compartments, and lead merchants all over to trade more and more. Lots of expansion there. All right, as you can see, I've got a lot that is coming from China. If we look at the Middle East as well, we'll see some major technological innovations that are going to lead to economic growth. So there's geographic and mathematical innovations that are going to occur within the Middle East and the Abbasid Caliphate.